Isn't that where the 5-person brain mount was that you had to solve puzzles for? I have no idea. If that was a thing, it got added after I stopped playing. I think there's only been a couple WoW expansions that I've played for more than 3 months. Usually about 90 days of WoW, and my brain's like, all right, we're good. We've satisfied the craving. 3 months is usually what you give it. I think I want to say I played Legion for 4. Burning Crusade, I played the entire length of that expansion. And then I think I played Mists for 4 or 5 months. Till my raiding guild decided that it was going to implode. And then I was like, all right, well, it was a good run. Once it turns into a gear level sweat fest for raid is when you stop caring. Yeah. The current X-Pack, Peachy and I both really enjoyed. But when it got to the point where literally all there was to do in the game was either raid or do stupid Mythic Plus, I kind of burnt out real fast. That could be good. I've never been big on Mythic Plus. The whole thing is it just invites just assholes, basically. People just take it way too seriously. Like, I just want to jam through a dungeon, man, and have some fun. You know? It's wild. I mean, especially, I'm talking even just at the lower tiers, like, even at, +1 to +5, like, people get so bent out of shape. And it's like, dude, it's not that serious. I don't need a 50,000 gear score to do Mythic +1. But it's like that in every MMO. I mean, it was like that in 14. Just for hard dungeons of all things, like not even super serious stuff. People were like, "Oh, you don't have this gear score. Screw you. I want to get through this in 15 seconds or less." Silly. Do you not know the routing for this dungeon yet?
You survived.
Yep.
Was that fight
Yep.
so incredible! I swear I was right next to the Ripper Queen when she masked up Noxbite. Best moment of my life. Hell yeah! Then she was all and crushed the synth like gosh. And while that gold-faced, yellow-bellied timekeeper just stood on the hill looking all shadowy and mad. Did you really think we'd be scared of a bunch of synths standing in lines? We're immune to line-based intimidation. Such an expensive battle, though. A big splash and then a stalemate. It's kind of like... For what? For what? Are you kidding? It was awesome! You're here, aren't you?
Yeah. That may be one of the best lines you heard in this game. That was pretty good. Oh man, God forbid you're a tank in an MMO and a new dungeon comes out. The very first time you go in there, they expect you to know the entire route perfectly. Like, this dungeon just came out 10 minutes ago. I have no idea where I'm going. I do not know the optimal min-maxed pulling path and how to skip half of the mobs. Like, chill out. As much as I love tanking, that always was just so demoralizing. But nice thing about being a tank is if you get a group full of assholes, you can just leave and get re-queued really quickly, and they get screwed. So there was always that justice you could serve. Or you get the way too gung-ho DPS that want to blow all their cooldowns and rip aggro 1 second into the fight. Yep. I usually just let those jerks die, and then they either rage quit left, or they'd figure it out pretty quick. I go in here? What? Enter the pit. Okay. I've entered the pit. Endure pain. Okay.
It's the head honcho, the top Goomba. It's my
Top Goomba? Also the gung-ho DPS or healer that wants to pull the entire dungeon at once. Yeah.
Let us see.
It's always funny because, like, bro, you're a DPS. 70% of the player base is DPS. We'll find a new one in 5 seconds. Yep. Yep. What always cracked me up were the asshole DPS that's they'd always complain that there are not enough tanks and not enough healers. It's like, dude,
Power up the targeting towers again.
you're the reason.
Break up these moon rocks before they hit. They'll crater half the region. Commander Callus, they're not ready yet. They can't fire that quickly. I'll take a half-charged shot over being crushed to death. Fire it. The Timekeeper's orders are to abort. Damn the Timekeeper. We're too late. Take cover. Dead. All dead. But I saw something up there. I saw a woman. She looked like me.
The Ripper Queen's voice, undeniably. Yet it feels different. Perhaps I'll learn more at the next trial.
Your endurance is worthy, but our queen demands more. Prove your athletic skill to me, and perhaps I will acknowledge your presence.
Tanking is the most intimidating role by far. Yes. Yep. I personally find healing a lot more difficult. Because in most MMOs these days, people expect you to not only heal, but do max DPS at the same time somehow. It's mostly an FF14 thing. Because that's just how the game is designed. You're supposed to do DPS while you heal. But, I don't know. I got mad respect for the crazy super endgame healers. Like, even in WoW, healing has gotten just crazy. More than once you've seen a party wipe and a blood DK 1v1 the boss. Yep. Blood DK was always fun. That's what I was using to do delves. Clear delves easily, initially, and then I switched over to bear tank. Always enjoyed bear tanking, but I've never really liked DPS Feral Spec. been such a weird, complicated rotation, and it was just never fun to me. I originally played, back when I was hardcore raiding, for like server first and crap like that, in BC, I was playing a rogue. And then over the years, I just kind of shifted into being a tank in every game. Also forgot they brought in the one-button rotation thing. Wait, what? Seriously? They added in a one-button rotation? To, like a legit thing? It's not an add-on? Wow. Okay. That's interesting. I wonder what brought that on. I mean, WoW's pretty simplistic to begin with, minus I mean, a couple classes had some complicated, semi-complicated rotations, but interesting. I guess that's good for the super casual people that want to actually be. They don't have to worry about being competent in combat in a dungeon or something. Some classes it's not as good on, and by using it you get like a 10 or 15% haste debuff. Oh, so there's a negative for using... That's weird. I mean, I guess you could just overcap haste. But... weird.
I see. This requires extra force. From a greater altitude, perhaps. Gravity can add to my power.
By the power of gravity. And we missed. You saw nothing, chat. You saw nothing. There was someone who got decently high PvP rating with using the one-button rotation. Yeah, now that would be definitely somewhere where I would use that one-button rotation, because I'm not a PvP person at all, ever.
To succeed, I must be faster next time.
Wait, what? I don't like, well, I should say I don't like sweaty PvP. Funsies PvP, where you're just screwing around and whatnot, is fine, but super serial PvP is not for me.
And then unleash my fury from the skies.
I did that once, back in Burning Crusade, and I swore I'd never do it again. Also, I got tired of them nerfing rogues in PvP. Whoa, there's 3 ground pads I have to trigger in less than a minute? Yikes. Depends on the PvP game. Used to love Battle Right. I don't think I've ever heard of Battle Right.
To succeed, I must be faster next time.
Okay, there's one there. One all the way over there and one there. We're supposed to hit these that fast? Top-down MOBA-like League, but no lanes or minions. Just go kill each other. Oh, okay. Oh man, League. I used to be a huge League player back when it first came out.
From a greater altitude, perhaps. Gravity can add to my power.
Back before there were actual seasons. Yeah, we're gonna have to restart this. Dang it. That count? Oh, that counts. Okay. Still play, but only rotating game modes like Arena and URF. Yeah, that's kind of the game. That's kind of the game that I learned I just need to stay away from PvP if I want my blood pressure to be healthy.
Slamming all three is quite the challenge. One I shall conquer.
I got pretty good at League prior to the season starting, and then they did that huge shakeup. Of course, I'm sure they've done a shakeup multiple times since then, but they did a huge shakeup in like the skills and the balance and the new items and all this other stuff, and I was just like, yeah, meh. Who or what did you play most? So I had a group of friends I played with. When we did fives, I was either jungle or top. And I'm trying to think of the name of people. I know I played Akali for a while. My first penta was ever on, I ever got was on Katarina. Back when she was super broken. Who did I play? I played, I had some wild singed games in the jungle back then. Some just absolutely wild games. Because his throw was, I feel like the damage was imbalanced on it because I would literally throw somebody into my poison and the throw would do half their HP and then the poison would just take the rest of the way down. It was dumb. I can't remember the name of the guy I played the most though. Had some good Pantheon games. What was his name? Describe anything they do. It's been like 10 years. I can't remember hardly anything about the game. Yeah, I can't remember. Ollie's the one I can remember the most clearly. I heard she's had her kit changed like 3 or 4 times. So she's probably nothing like how she was when I used to play. I don't think I ever took Akali into the jungle. I think that was my top laner.
A fine set of slams. My reward awaits.
I'll randomly remember the champion I'm trying to think of like 7 hours from now.
I want a full report on the damage to Carcadia.
Get out of my head!
What's this? Careless. You've never been one to resist my order? You may enjoy a long leash as one of my commanders. But don't forget, that bolt in your head means you are an extension of my will.
If that's true, then I must rip the veils from my eyes and rip you from my flesh.
Zadra assured me that would be fatal.
It was. I am reborn. And I am free!
Callus showed incredible will to rip her own bolt. The Ripper Queen she became is a shadow of that woman. Pity
The Vault Hunter has completed the first trial and earned the ultimate challenge. Strength Supreme! Rip or be ripped! Come forth and let me free you. Let me help you see!
You cannot give me that which I already have.
Hey. Fiora. I did play Fiora when she first came out. She was dumb broken. She was stupid strong. I don't think I ever really got into Jax much. He was pretty great in the jungle too for a while. Tryndamere never really played all that much. I really hated that guy. Voli. I don't remember Voli. He may not have been out when I was playing. I remember trying a ghosty guy for a while. Nocturne, maybe? I remember playing the crap out of Trundle when he was super broken. Yep. I remember that. The names are slowly coming back to me. What was the dude's name? Ezreal, maybe? Shot the light waves or whatever they were. Never got good with that guy. I tried. Where's this? Oh, I just passed it. ADC the complaint can shoot yellows? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I was never good at ADC. I would say passing at best with ADCs. I just couldn't get the what do they call it? Whatever the term is for last hitting minions, and doing all that jazz. I could never do that well enough for an ADC. CSing, there you go. They're introducing WASD controls to League? Wait, really? Bro, that completely changes the game. What? Wow. Wow. Is League even still like... I haven't kept up with it at all. Is it still like super duper popular? Or is it kind of fallen off in popularity? Makes attack moving on ADC so easy. Yeah, imagine. That's a huge game changer. I used to pop in and watch the if I just happened to catch it being on Twitch, I'd pop in and watch the Worlds. Just watch some of the absolutely bananas plays people could pull off. Always fun to watch.
Now I don't have to stop fighting.
Pretty popular, still has massive worlds, which should be this month. Nice. I know I see every once in a while I still see posts about Faker, so. That dude, I wonder how much money that guy's made off League. It's gotta be just bonkers money. It's Steve. Hi, Steve. I'm trying to think So when I stopped playing was when they had released. It wasn't Ezreal's Super Deluxe skin. It was somebody else's. It was whoever came after him. Was it Jace, maybe? People who win worlds get a skin based on the player. And those people get a % of the sales. And because he's won like 5 times, he gets a crazy amount of money. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. I still think League is pretty fun to watch. Haven't watched it in a while, but it's still pretty fun to watch. Especially Worlds. Just watching people pull off those crazy plays is just... And it's so funny, because I don't know about anybody else, but for me, I'll be watching and, you know, I'll make some stupid comment, some noob comment like, why doesn't he just go after him? And then, you know, 5 minutes later, you figure out that they're setting up a total team dunk, and you're like, oh, I'm just a dummy. Gotcha. He's a national idol and probably the best paid player. Plus streaming money. Oh yeah, I forgot a lot of them all have their own streaming channels where they make a ton of money too.
I still feel it inside my skull. That metal. The golden chill of surrender. As my own nerves betrayed me and let him in. I wish I could pull it out all over again. Hurt him with my agony. But pain is only part of the proving. If I am to become that woman in the sky, the burning one, I must be more. We must be more. I must make them see what I have seen.
Callus convinced herself ripping innocent people is an act of self-realization. She rebelled against the Timekeeper, but ended up every bit as bad.
The tree guy that throws his little babies at people. I played that guy in the jungle for a while. He was fun. Maokai, yeah. Yeah. It was fun. I probably spent just an absolute dumb amount of money on skins in that game, and then I just stopped playing. And if I remember right, the majority of the reason I stopped playing was because trying to get slotted and ranked was so frustrating, because you'd queue in and I don't remember what it was. It was like 10 games or 5 games or whatever. And 4 out of the 5 or 9 out of the 10 games, you'd have like 3 people just auto leave. And then you get stuck in freaking bronze hell. It took me off so bad. Oh, this was before the autofill thing. This was back when there was no you pick a role. You got in and you had to like slam your keyboard to say I'm top or whatever before anyone else. It was like whoever could speak first got the slot.